The theme for the week is what Harry Potter house would we be in at the moment, but also what would we have been in when we were little. To quickly get one thing out of the way, when I was little and had just finished reading the first Harry Potter book, I was pretty certain I was a Gryffindor. Not for any particular reason that I fitted any of the characteristics, just that every single awesome character seemed to be in Gryffindor, and I wanted to hang out with the awesome people. But really, if I'd thought about it seriously, I would have been Ravenclaw, and that hasn't really changed. I mean, I'm still pretty much a Ravenclaw. What's really interesting though is that also I don't think my other defining features have changed that much. I think I'm still pretty loyal to my friends like a Hufflepuff. I mean, Brendan, I did one of the online surveys like you, and the difference between me being a Ravenclaw or a Hufflepuff was actually 1 point. That's how close I've gotten with them. And I still think I'm pretty ambitious, so I still think there's a dash of Slytherin. So what really then interests me is the way that even though my defining features haven't changed a lot, like my basic personality of who I am has stayed pretty much the same since I was quite young, the way I express that to the world has changed massively since I was little. And I think that it's interesting that I can change as a person without actually changing who I am, which then raises the question of, did I ever really have any choice over who I am if I can never change who I am? But then again, am I completely in control over who I am because I can change how I define who I am? And I don't know if that sentence, that giant run-on sentence made any sense, but I guess what I'm trying to say is, when you break me down to the very, very basest pieces, I haven't really changed much. But I have changed in the way that I put those pieces together to make a person. So I guess I shape myself from who I am. And I can't change who I am, but I can change how I shape myself. So in the comments, tell me, do you think you have complete control over who you are, how you express yourself, who you are to the very base? Do you think you could change that, or do you think that has to stay the same? But then again, if you say, no, I cannot change that, do you think that that means that you can't affect who you are as a person, or you're limited in how you can affect who you are as a person? Or if you say, yes, I think I can change the base, do you think that means that you can be any type of person you want to be? And I guess just tell me about how much control do you think you have over who you are? Is it a choice you make, or is it something that life hands you? That's one to think about. I don't think I could ever stop being a nerd. I don't think I have control over that. I think I could stop acting like a nerd, but I think I'd be deeply unhappy. But I have a choice over what kind of nerd I am? Maybe? I don't know. Talk about it in the comments, and maybe you'll be able to come up with something slightly more sense-making than what I've said. DFTBA.